Hi guys, we are back. So Dr. D and Dr. A. And first of all, apologies mainly from my side because we've had quite a bit of a gap between our last video.
We were on hiatus for a while.
On hiatus, he was busy losing weight, I was busy gaining his weight. Plus I'm on sabbatical, but it turns out taking an academic sabbatical is actually more intense than actual work. So, but we're back. So, and today we're going to do another book review, correct?
Yes. By this guy, Robert Graves. I don't know if it's focusing correctly.
Okay.
The Claudius novels.
Yeah. Just to let you know, this is the second time we're filming this because the first time round we had a technical issue, we could call it, with our SD card.
So you
might be hearing some more swear words than usual.
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is the second time we're doing this.
So just bear with us for the profanity.
Our tempers are a bit frayed.
Oh.
This book contains two books in one. I, Claudius, and Claudius the God. And it catalogues the history of the imperial family from Augustus on down. Augustus was practically the first emperor of Rome.
Okay.
After the Battle of Actium...
You have to talk me through this because I failed my history exams, huh? I failed history and religion, so anything with those subjects...
You'll be up to par.
Okay, alright. With the Roman...
With the Roman side of things.
Cool.
After the Battle of Actium and after Mark Antony and Cleopatra were defeated by Octavian, at the time he was called Octavian, he became emperor and his rule was benevolent.
Okay, so he was a nice guy.
Yes, but he happened to marry a snake of a woman, Livia,
right?
Who was the power behind the throne. She worked against him at all junctures, at all moments.
Right.
She tried to undermine him, his authority, at all opportunities.
Okay.
And finally, she had him assassinated. She poisoned him herself.
Wow.
She poisoned him herself with a fig, because as he grew old, Augustus became very suspicious of what he ate. So what she did was poison the figs while they were still on the tree.
Oh, okay. Ooh, wow.
She painted poison on the figs while they were still on the tree.
What if someone else was eating figs from that tree?
I don't think that concerned her very much.
It's not in the book.
Yes, it's in the book.
Oh, the collateral damage to other people.
The collateral damage to other people, I don't know.
Okay.
But the collateral damage to Augustus...
Oh, to him, yeah, that's directed too.
He happened to die, and he was succeeded by Tiberius.
Right.
Humongously perverted individual. But it's not his fault entirely. He was very much in love with this woman, and his mother, Livia...
Yeah.
Forced him to divorce her and marry Julia,
right,
who was Augustus's daughter. That way he was linked with the royal family, and he could succeed Augustus when Augustus died.
Right.
That's why that's the culmination of her efforts.
Right.
But she kept on needling him all the time. She kept on asserting herself as the real power behind the throne.
Right. Okay.
And as he grew older, Tiberius became more and more perverted. He became much more of a pedophile. He had an island called Capri, which he turned into an island paradise for little girls.
This sounds like Jeffrey Epstein, then.
Sounds like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
yes,
Jesus!
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
And he used to do whatever he wanted. People who visited the island were scarred by it.
Oh.
Because of the perversion and the debauchery going on there.
I can imagine. Crazy.
Then Tiberius was murdered. He was suffocated in his sleep by one of his generals, who was very ambitious.
Okay.
Ended up dying himself as well.
Karma came back.
Tiberius, before he died, groomed Caligula for the task of becoming emperor.
Right.
Because he had a hatred of Rome, Tiberius. He hated Rome very much, and he wanted the worst person possible to guide it to its ruin.
Take it further.
So he chose Caligula, and we all know what Caligula did. There's that movie that you mentioned earlier.
Yes. So basically, it's a 1980 movie. The actor is Malcolm McDowell, who interprets Caligula. Same guy who did the Clockwork Orange, basically.
That's right.
And it's quite a hardcore movie, in the sense that you need to have a strong stomach to watch it.
Yes.
I remember when I was growing up, I heard about it. I saw a few snippets of the trailer, but it was one of those movies where.
I have the movie somewhere.
Most probably. 79 or 80, something like that.
DVD.
So
30 minutes were cut from the expurgated version.
Yeah.
From the movie.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because of its content.
Most movies of Malcolm McDowell are always like really intense.
Really intense. Really, it was really.
But his last one was actually a movie about Malta.
His last one, what was it called?
I forgot. It's Soul Silence, something like that.
All right.
It's Just Noise, I think. Yeah, because he was interpreting one of the British generals governing Malta at the time.
All right.
And where they ignored the uprising.
All right.
But that's another video.
That's a video for another.
First, I need to watch this movie.
Yes.
In order to talk about it. But Caligula, it's very, very interesting.
Caligula, of course, was incredibly demented, insane. He killed his own sister because he got her pregnant, and he wanted to see what the baby looked like.
Wow.
So he hanged her from his bed, and he opened her up like a chicken.
Okay. Well.
To see what the baby looked like.
Crazy.
Amazing stuff.
All right.
He appointed a horse as one of his senators.
Jesus. And also that he started a war against Poseidon.
He started a war against Poseidon.
How did he start a war against the god? I do not know.
But it's just beggars belief.
Okay.
He was completely insane. He had these galloping headaches. He said in the book he mentions these galloping headaches, which stopped him from acting and thinking rationally. Maybe that's the reason why he did what he did.
Yeah, probably.
He couldn't think straight.
So, all right.
After a while, after he pissed off the required number of people, he was assassinated. His daughter and his wife were assassinated as well.
I had to get rid of the bloodline.
And when Claudius ascended to the throne. Claudius's reign was benevolent. He was a really... by the way, Claudius was had a lot of deformities in his body.
Right.
He had a stutter.
Okay.
He had a head that would go like this.
Okay.
He was a very sui generis type of emperor.
Right.
Normally, somebody like him you would never find anywhere close to the royal family, let alone as emperor.
Right.
And he had a limp as well.
Okay.
But he somehow
inclusivity.
Inclusivity. Equal opportunities employer.
Something like that.
And he had an opportunity to make Britannicus his heir, but he didn't. Because he was counseled by the oracles not to. So, do you know who he chose as his heir? The great Nero.
And we kind of all know where that went.
Yes. Nero fiddled while Rome burned.
Yeah. So he was the last one in charge, and then maybe there were a few others.
There were a few others, and Rome.
And then the Roman Empire slowly crumbled into nothingness.
Hadrian maybe rose the bar a little bit when he invaded England, and he erected Hadrian's Wall, if you recall correctly.
Okay.
But the Roman Empire was always a very on rickety grounds.
Yeah. All right.
Because the discipline that started the empire,
has been
the
lost.
Republic.
Yeah.
Before the empire was lost.
Yeah.
So everything disintegrated. Everything started to decay.
Okay.
Anyway,
so this looks like a good coverage of the entire Roman Empire. You want to show the book again then?
Of course.
For our viewers?
The Claudius novels. by Robert Graves.
We will put the link in as usual. So, yeah. And you told me that this guy is also a bit of an academic as well.
Who? Robert Graves?
Yeah.
Yes, he was involved in World War One. He was an expert in Roman studies. He was an expert in Latin as well.
Okay.
That's why he was so fascinated with his. There's also an autobiography about him, but it's
in
not.
The book?
No, not in the book, separately. But it's not that interesting. He just mentions military things, military campaigns. Nothing really special.
Okay.
I expected more juicy stuff from it.
Fair enough.
But he reserves the juicy stuffs for his novels.
Makes sense. Totally.
All right, so that's all we have for you today. I'm sorry for the slow build-up, but we've had.
No worries. I'm not gonna promise like there's gonna be like super consistency, but we'll make an effort to keep on delivering.
I hope this video
for you guys
makes the cut.
So that'll be fine.
All right. So
okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one.
And may your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.
So what happened?